Is it a little bit nerdy? I mean, we were to take you to a blind tasting and screen several movies at you, are you confident you'd, on the whole, spot the old film stock from the digital?
I'm extremely confident of that, but that is my job, that is my profession. Obviously, I'm aware that we're dealing with relative subtleties, but people often misunderstand just how sophisticated the human eye is and how it develops over time. And so, for example, I grew up in a generation where when you switch on the television, in the 80s and 90s, you could tell within a couple of shots, within 5 or 10 seconds, whether you were watching a feature film being shown on television, a news program, a drama, a television commercial. Everybody's very sensitized to the differences in imaging technology. They might not understand it. They might not be able to say, this is why this looks this way, this is why that looks that way, and nor should they. But in terms of being sensitized to it and it having an effect on the way they perceive the story they're being shown, that's inarguable. That's a very powerful component of what cinema has always been. And when people look at movies and say, well, if we do it more like television, if we use video technology as opposed to film technology, it won't have an impact. A lot of the people who were telling me that 10 years ago are now the people saying that younger audiences aren't as interested in films as they used to be. They're more interested in television, for example. And so I think there's a very real danger with watering down the theatrical experience, watering down the experience of what a film is, that organic, larger-than-life sort of quality that a great film print has. I grew up able to go to Leicester Square and look at these amazing images projected on huge screens. It was incredibly important to me as a kid, and I really want my kids to have that same experience.